Good morning and welcome to the St. James Volleyball Slam here on 38 The Spot. Tanner Collins alongside St. James Academy head volleyball coach Nancy Dorsey. It's game 1 of 8 today, Nancy, and this first matchup features the Tigers of Blue Valley and Blue Valley Northwest Huskies.
Super excited about this one. You got two veteran coaches in both Molly Haggerty for the Huskies and Dave Johnson for the Tigers. On the Tigers side, look to see sophomore Molly McGovern to run the floor. She's their go-to attacker and a pretty dominant force of the net, so she should be exciting to watch. And then for the Huskies, they're led by senior Taylor Cutting, who's a 3-year varsity player for them with all kinds of tricks up her sleeve. So I'm excited to see offensively what they can do, but I know both of these coaches get their kids to scrap. So I'm excited to watch just a scrappy game against two equal opponents. It should be a fun morning.
Starting lineups getting introduced down on the floor before we get the first game underway. The Blue Valley Tigers are led by head coach Dave Johnson, and on the other side for the Huskies, they are led by Molly Haggerty. You got to play some college ball with Molly Haggerty.
Yeah, she was my setter. I love that we're both still in the game and supporting each other and cheering each other on. So she's one of my good friends. As is Dave Johnson, actually.
And Nancy, for the viewers at home, what should they expect here at the St. James Volleyball Slam?
Yeah, so this is year 16 for us. We're really excited to have 38 The Spot here with us and just keep this tradition going. We feel like this is one of the, kind of pinnacle like volleyball events of the year, and everybody looks forward to it. And we pack the gym and we celebrate women in sports. And everybody watches women's sports, right? So that's what we're here to celebrate.
Absolutely. So game 1 of 8. Start with Blue Valley and Blue Valley Northwest. Nancy will be alongside for the first 2 games of the 8-game slate before St. James will have the finale slated for 6:30 tonight. As the two teams meet in the middle, the libero for the Tigers is Haley Griffith, senior, and the libero for the Huskies is Emma Hegger, who will wear number 12 for Blue Valley Northwest.
Gotta get all the handshakes done and all the huddles, all the things to start the game. I was once asked by a non-volleyball person, like, why are there so many high fives and so many huddles? Like, that's just our game, we're helping each other out. This is a true team sport.
Blue Valley in the black and gold will work right to left here in set 1, and the Huskies in the purple and black will move left to right here in the opening set. Making sure numbers are correct out on the floor. It is early.
It is early. It's the first game of the year for both of these teams, so we always joke at the Slam on camera about how many missed serves there will be. I shouldn't say that because I'm going to jinx these poor kids, but it's just there's a little bit of nerves. It's a big court. It's a big space. There's TV cameras on them. There's usually a big crowd, so I mean it's kind of the nerves, and just the nerves of even if all that stuff wasn't happening, it's the first game of the year. So they're excited to be in the uniform and playing for their team, and they want to be great. So all those things definitely come into play as we get started. Sophomore
Julia Workowicz back to serve, and we're underway from St. James Academy, and we'll start with a service ace.
Everybody's smiling because I think the ball might have been out. Right, and that's just kind of part of it, like communicating in, out, talking about who's got the ball. But hey, what a great way to start your sophomore campaign with an ace.
Another nice serve.
Maybe 2.
Service aces from Julia Workowicz.
And that's one of the things that Coach Johnson said about Workowicz as I was preparing for this, just that she has a wicked serve. So we obviously are getting a taste of that right out of the gates.
That one handled by the Huskies. They'll set up the attack. To McCarty, and it's a 3-0 start for the Tigers. Workowicz continuing to serve. Off to a 3-0 lead. A deep serve is handled by Manza.
That was a great pass. That was a really good deep serve in that seam in that corner. It's a tough ball to pass.
And miscommunication there by the Huskies, and the run continues early on set one.
Just working the kinks out. That's what today's about, working the kinks out, getting ready. If you can play in this game and be calm, you can play in any game.
Eyes at the tape, handled by the Huskies. Another diving save by the Tigers. We'll go back to McCarty. And that one gets past the defense. First kill here in the opening set for Molly McGovern.
Expect to see a lot of that from Molly McGovern. As you can see, she's their go-to attacker. She's tall, she's strong, she can hit shots. We've seen her use the block already. We've seen her hit a deep corner shot. Like, that makes you a really, really dangerous hitter when you can do more than just go hit the ball hard.
Just a sophomore as well, so just starting her second season for the Tigers. Another nice block at the net and unable to keep it up.
That was a great cover by the Huskies, right? They got blocked and they were able to get that ball up. A lot of times you see that, you know, those we're going to get a little look at it here. Manza left an out of system ball to the outside, and oh, they had 2 touches on it. So good. They're ready. Molly always has her team playing hard.
Free ball for the Tigers. They'll go to the middle and hammer it home. It's an 8-0 start for Blue Valley.
Lily Fitzpatrick, senior middle blocker. She's a state golfer as well. We love to see these players, these athletes that do more than one thing. And that was a great 1-2 punch there with that quick set out of the middle.
Fitzpatrick brought out the driver there in the middle. That forces Blue Valley Northwest into their first timeout. Well, we talked about the serving being the first match of the year, but quite the start from the service line for Julia Workowicz. Already 2 service aces and a 7-0 start for Blue Valley.
Yeah, she sure showed me, didn't she, with all those great serves.
She heard us over here.
Yeah, she did. That's good. It's on the opposite vibe. I love that. No, she's doing a great job. Yeah, it is. They have not been in system. The Huskies haven't passed the ball in system yet. And they have a freshman setter in Jacqueline Elliott, who's super talented, and I expect we'll be hearing her name a lot over the next 4 years. She's going to just keep getting better and better. But we want to get our setter in system so we can get a good first ball contact and give our hitters something they can do something with.
Go back to McCarty. One-handed save on the back line by the Tigers. Back row attack, dug out by Heger. McCarty gives it over. Free ball for the Tigers.
That was a great cover by Emma Heger.
There's McCarty. Getting it past the defense. And the Huskies on the board. That seems to be the game plan so far on the attack for the Huskies. McCarty with already 7 swings here early on.
Yeah, it's tough because they haven't passed well enough to run their middle. And I mean, as a coach, as a player, as someone who's set, you definitely want to get the ball in the middle as much as humanly possible, particularly in transition, and they just haven't had the opportunity to do that.
Emma Heger dropping in a dime. Her first service ace here in set 1.
Heger, the libero, she's a 3-year varsity player. She's a team leader.
That's high, missing wide. Follows up the ace with our first service error. And it's back to a 6-point advantage for the Tigers here in set 1. Now the libero Griffith will serve for the Tigers in her senior year. Tigers led by head coach Dave Johnson. Quick play in the middle. Heads up play by Jacqueline Elliott.
Love to see it. Love to see the freshman being aggressive at the net. Just a quick little dink over to the middle of the floor. We call that the donut. The donut is often quite vulnerable and quite open, so it was good court vision for her from just a freshman setter.
Nice swing near side from Molly McGovern. Her second kill.
That play started really with that money pass. Madison Maximuk with a great pass, a great dish out there by Melody Schrapp, sorry, and Molly McGovern with the finish.
Deep serve, it's played by the Huskies. And a net violation called on the Tigers. Point Blue Valley Northwest. They'll make a couple substitutions. Bray and Cutting will check in for the Huskies. Miss LeBray back to serve. Huskies trailing by 5 early on. And that serve misses wide. 10-4 lead for Blue Valley. Nancy, what have you liked so far from the Tigers here in set one?
One, I think they're serving really tough, and I think if you go out with a great serving game, you can really play with just about anybody. And I think defensively, they're doing a great job. I've been impressed with how well they've been reading the hitters, and you can tell that's something that Johnson spent some time on. So they're doing a great job.
The serve there from McGovern, just missing. Bounced off the tape, just missed the line. Now Reagan Becker to serve for the Huskies. Flat-footed serve, handled by the Tigers. And blocked down in the middle by Bella Miller.
I love that. I love the celebration after a block. You get another look at it here. She kind of just dove into that seam a little bit. That was a great play by her, Bella Miller.
Huskies trying to battle back. Now down 4. The set for Cutting, and it's down for the Huskies. Now starting a scoring run of their own. Back within 3. And a service ace from Reagan Becker.
Reagan Becker. So Reagan Becker is a basketball player by nature. That's her sport. That's what she's going to go do in college. But she's super athletic. She's tall. She's strong. She's fun. She's coachable. So she's in there serving for the Huskies, serving up aces. I love it.
Good awareness there at the net by Julia Workowicz. Little off-speed swing, getting it right in the middle of the Huskies defense.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Workowicz. Just a sophomore, and she seems she's the one that started out serving. We've got a lot of aggressive plays. She's done good defensively. She's kind of a jack of all trades.
Easy kill there for Taylor Cutting. Just had to get a fingertip on it. Nobody was home for the Tigers.
She's smiling. She looked at Coach Haggerty like, that worked somehow, right? That set was a little low, a little tight, and she just dropped it in the donut. It's always a good option when you're a little bit out of system.
Jacqueline Elliott back to serve. Handled by Ferguson. And the Tigers caught up underneath the net. And that brings the Huskies back within 1. They trailed 9-4 here in set 1. Blue Valley Northwest starting to settle in here in the first game of 8 here at St. James Academy today. That serve sails into the net. Serve back to the Tigers. And there at the net once again was Workowicz. And she has been the player to watch here in set 1 for Blue Valley.
She really has. She's doing a great job. She found the seam in the block. There was a hole, and she just hit right into it, and kind of a little bit of spin on that ball makes it difficult to dig.
Biggest swing we've seen from the Huskies. It's saved by the Tigers.
Nice up by Maximuk.
And a good heads-up play by Taylor Cutting.
I love that. I'm not surprised to see it from anyone that Haggerty coaches, but she was a great player and a really smart player, and she's got her girls just kind of mixing it up a little bit. A hard swing, a tip here, a roll shot, off the block, little off speed. It just keeps the defense on their toes, and it makes it hard for them to really defend.
Back row attack from the Tigers. And mishandled there by Kemper Campbell. Point Tigers. Molly McGovern will check back in, and she has been a force up front for Blue Valley here in set 1.
It's a great pass by Maddie Manza.
It's set to the middle for Miller, misses wide. Point Blue Valley. And that's Berkowitz back serving. She had 2 service aces to start the match. So for the Huskies, buckle down defensively. That time they don't play the serve, and to their advantage. Misses long and brings the Huskies back within 3. 2 service errors apiece here in set 1. Knuckleball serve handled by the Tigers. They'll go to McGovern, who keeps it in play. And the point will go to the Huskies.
So the set was really wide, and McGovern had to just try to keep that ball in play however she could, and obviously tried to use her hands. They called the double contact there.
And another service ace. That's her second for Emma Heger. The Huskies looking for their first tie here in set 1, trailing by 1. Another strong serve.
It's a great serve.
And we're tied at 15 apiece. All set up by the strong serve from Emma Heger.
And Becker with a finesse play there. Just got a little bit of, we call that a birthday ball, a little bit of an overpass. That should always result in a point for us. And she did it. She put it away.
And Becker getting a lot of topspin on that overpass. Just dropping it in play. And we're tied up for the first time here in set 1. Blue Valley takes their first time out.
So the Huskies this year have a young lady, Morgan Sears. She's headed to Florida International. She is recovering from an injury, and so obviously disappointed. This would have been her 4th slam, so I know that's a heartbreaker for her, but what a dynamic player. I've always really liked watching her play. I mean, they got her the ball every place on the court you could possibly imagine, and she just made magic happen. So we're wishing her the best and hope that she gets back by the end of the season, because I know she's very eager to get back out there, and a great player, headed to play college ball next year.
That time, a serve handled by Griffith. McGovern blocks. There's McGovern for a second time. It's kept in play by the Huskies. Now free ball for the Tigers. That time they'll keep it in the middle. Alice Fitzpatrick.
Like that
Long pass to McGovern. And off the antenna and down. And the first lead for Blue Valley Northwest here in set 1.
It's one of our first really kind of longer rallies, right? McGovern here on the finish, but just again, a little out of system, just trying to keep that ball in play. The Huskies did a great job of keeping the ball off the floor there. Really scrappy. They were communicating at a high level. That's how you win points.
Service error from Heger. Tied back up at 16. Haley Griffith back to serve for Blue Valley. The liberos on both sides have had success from the service line. Oh, and another service ace.
Nobody's totally certain if we can play that ball or not. That is a playable ball because it's in a playable area, so it went off of the basketball standard behind the court. A little chaos when that happens, a little change of direction you're not expecting, but another great serve.
That puts the Tigers back up 1. Back-to-back service aces from Haley Griffith.
So as a coach, if you can get your players to serve the ball deep so it just kind of hugs the end line, it's a really tough ball because a lot of times the ball's going out, but it's close enough that girls will pass it. And we've seen quite a bit of that this morning. And if it drops in, they think it's out and they don't go for it. Either way, you're getting an ace. So that's ideal.
6 combined service aces here in set 1 and make it 3 straight for Griffith, putting on a serving clinic. That's going to force a second timeout from the Huskies.
It does frazzle you a bit when someone goes back to the line that you know has already had success. They go back there and you're kind of like, oh no, here she comes again, right? So that definitely gets in your head a bit. But the Huskies had a much larger deficit, so I have no doubt they're going to battle their way back in.
Make it 5 service aces now here in set 1 for Blue Valley. They've been strong from the service line. Now 3 from Griffith, 2 to open set 1 from Julia Workowicz. And just like that, the Tigers are back up 3. It's been a game of runs here in set 1. That's what you can expect. First game of the season for both sides. Griffith ready, looking for 4 in a row. And she'll get it. 4 straight service aces from Griffith. And the Tigers are pulling away here in set 1.
Lots of smiles for the Tigers, for sure. She's got a nice flat serve. It's got a lot of float to it. That's a much harder ball to pass than the topspin. And now, again, like I said, there's just that mental side of the game where she's aced him a bunch.
Huskies handle the serve that time. Joust at the net. And a net violation called on Blue Valley. That was the senior Reagan Becker in the middle for the Huskies.
I love that. She's hungry for the ball. She's like, set me the ball. They finally have a passing system where they can get it to their middle. She just had one block up. And then she goes up and look at that athleticism, right? It helps to have a good athlete in the middle.
Here's McGovern. Been quiet.
Great dig by Manza.
And another net violation called on the Tigers. The Huskies trying to get the momentum back on their side.
Mia Talcott, junior middle blocker, is trying to get close, and she's just catching the net on the way down. Nice recovery.
McGovern blocks. They'll go right back to her. Quick set for Becker and down for the Huskies.
Becker making herself available, right? When you're a setter, you need to have a middle that's kind of always driving, and she's there, and she's making an effort to be available to her setter. I love how they're running that middle offense. Again, freshman setter, Jacqueline Elliott, doing a great job getting that ball to Becker in transition.
Nice swing in the middle by Talcott.
Again, that play started with a great pass from Maximux, just a money ball right to Melody Schra, who dished that ball out to Mia Talcott with a just kind of nice finesse play there to right back.
Melanie Schra back to serve, and that one misses wide. Bringing the Huskies back within 1, and they'll bring back in Cutting and Bray.
I imagine we'll see quite a bit of this today. Just again, first outing for most of these teams, and they've been practicing for a couple weeks, and they're ready. They're eager to be out on the floor. Just a lot of back and forth. It won't shock me.
A nice read there by Molly McGovern. The serve missing just wide. Tigers 3 points away from taking set 1. The Huskies have only had one lead. They led 16-15. Strong topspin serve from McGovern, and a service ace.
So this is a much different look behind the service line than we've been seeing from most of our players today. Most are serving that really deep, kind of flat float serve. But McGovern's got this really nice high toss. She's going to get up on top of it. A little top spin.
Another strong serve, and it's set point for Blue Valley.
That had some drop on it. It's like a nosedive as it crossed the net.
Look at the high toss and the power from the right hand of Molly McGovern. Set point number 1 for Blue Valley. And how about a service ace to walk it off in the opening set? The Tigers take it 25-20 and are off to a 1-0 lead. Welcome back to the St. James Volleyball Slam here on 38 The Spot. Tanner Collins alongside St. James Academy head volleyball coach Nancy Dorsey, as set 1 just concluded. Blue Valley taking it 25-20. It was back and forth. The Huskies held one lead, 16-15, but for the most part there in set 1, it was all Blue Valley.
Yeah, Blue Valley was just so aggressive from the service line. Like I said, it's tough when a team is serving so tough that to try to kind of get out of your own head a little bit. And again, first day out, the Huskies definitely struggled in serve receive, and it's hard to run your offense when you're not passing in system. So I imagine that's what Haggerty talked about in her in between sets and her timeouts. Is like, hey, we just got to like calm down a little bit, just relax. Let's work on getting an in-system ball to our setter and running our offense, because they're a good team. You can see they have really good parts and pieces, and we just didn't get to see them string it together as many points as they would have liked. So it was still pretty close, all things considered. I mean, for the Tigers having served so aggressively. So I think we might see a 3-setter here. I hate to jinx us, but I think there's a chance.
Blue Valley, got to talk about, just like you said, their power from the service line. Set 1 started with Workowicz with 2 service aces, but then Griffith added 3, and then Molly McGovern added 3 more to end set 1. They were leading 22-20, and then McGovern tossed over 3 consecutive service aces, so they'll look to carry that right into set 2.
Yeah, if you get 8 aces in a set, you're winning. Like, that is
tough
just
to beat.
It's really hard to manage that for sure. You're going to win that set and probably that match. So that's going to be, I know the focus of the Huskies is let's just calm down in serve receive. Let's get a good pass to our setter and let's see what we can do. Because again, all things considered, it was what, a 5-point set, and they got aced 8 times.
So the Huskies will serve to start set number 2. It'll be Maddie Manza back to serve, sophomore for the Huskies.
I like to watch Manza play. She's just like an energy giver. She's always smiling. She's always pumping everybody up. That's, as a hitter, you love to have somebody like that behind you, covering you, calling shots for you, just taking care of you.
Nice crowd on hand for the opening game of the Slam here at St. James Academy. And we're ready to roll here in set 2. Tigers will set up the attack. Handled cleanly by the Huskies. They'll take it over to McCarty, who had a couple kills early on in set 1. And the Tigers open the scoring in set 2, just like they did in set 1.
I love the smile on her face, Melody Schra. Like, you just knew, like, it was there and she took it. I love it. I love when a setter is offensive and aggressive. As the opposing team, it's really tough to manage that because you've got Molly McGovern on the outside, and now you have an offensive setter. So you have to pay a little bit more attention and kind of hold your block on her a little bit.
Unforced error from Julia Workowicz. Her first here in the match.
Sorry, I apologize. When you serve like she does, you have to accept a few errors, right? There's like the ace to error ratio. If you are going to, the ace to error ratio is sometimes tough, but you got to take the errors with all the aces that she's getting for you.
Free ball, and it's won at the net by Reagan Becker.
Birthday ball. Happy birthday to Becker. I think that's her second one of the match.
Taking advantage of the overpass. All set up by the strong serve from Emma Heger. And a quick set in the middle and drop down for the Tigers. That was Lily Fitzpatrick.
when they're able to get Lily Fitzpatrick the ball, she certainly makes things happen. I think that's, she's 2 for 2. Nice up. Madison Maximoff's doing a great job over there and right back.
Becker on the slide, handled by the Tigers. Here's McGovern, who misses long, and that puts the Huskies back up 1 early on set 2.
Again, I really love the confidence of going to Becker over and over and over in the middle. It's a a higher air set, but it's a high percentage kill. If you can get the ball to the middles, they can hit the highest percentages because it's pretty hard to defend.
And a service ace from Bella Mills, and now the largest lead in the entire match for the Huskies as they take the early 4-2 lead. The pass to McCarty, and she is shut down. That was Jacqueline Elliott for the Huskies. First big block we've seen from Blue Valley Northwest.
So I love the court awareness there. Becker was in the middle right, and the pass was pushed past the middle, so she knew it was going to go out. So she just left. She just kind of left her post, which is what you want. You want a middle that can read the court really well. And then she closed really well to Elliott, and they obviously got the block.
And it's all Huskies to open up here in set 2. Make it 2 service aces from Bella Mills.
This is Mills' first year on varsity. Haggerty said she's a really competitive little thing, super good court IQ, and pretty versatile, can do a lot of things for the Huskies.
Back row attack for Maximoff, and that's down for the Tigers. And that ends the 4-0 scoring run from Blue Valley Northwest.
Johnson has always loved running that pipe, running a back row attacker out of the middle. It's super effective when you have good hitters in the front row because it's another person now I have to worry about and to defend. That ball just clipped the tape for the kill.
So now the Tigers looking to battle back here in set 2. That block misses wide. And serve goes right back to the Huskies.
I love that swing from McCarty. High hands off the block. It's a smart heads-up play.
Now McCarty back to serve for the Huskies. Good job to keep the point alive there at the net, but the swing in the middle just missing long. And an early timeout taken by Blue Valley.
A little bit of a role reversal here, right? In set 1, the Huskies were struggling with the Tigers serve, and now it's kind of flip-flop. Right now the Tigers are struggling a little bit in serve receive with the Husky serve. So we knew we'd see a lot of back and forth, and there's been lead changes and shifts in the score. I think that's probably going to continue as we go on this very first match of the year.
Sponsor Athletic Solutions. Do you guys want a shirt? I don't think any of you guys want a shirt.
So the Huskies off to an 8-3 start here in set 2 after dropping set 1 25-20. Huskies under head coach Molly Haggerty. McCarty back to serve. And set 2 back underway. That play by Jacqueline Elliott.
She's so cute. I just love the little bounce in her step, and just again, she saw it. She held her hands high long enough so that the defense couldn't read that. Really smart play.
First high school match for Elliott, and she looks pretty comfortable out there.
Yeah, she does. You know what? She just has a smile on her face all the time, and it's so easy to cheer for somebody like that.
Molly McGovern back to serve for Blue Valley. And into the net. A fortunate break for the Huskies. McGovern ended set 1 with 3 straight service aces. That'll be Reagan Becker's turn. And that one hammered down by Madison Maximum.
Yeah, that one had some speed on it. I love the set from Melody Schratt. I mean, she just got it into her hands quick. Anytime you can run that quick back set, it's super hard to defend because your left side's worried about them and the middle. That was beautiful.
Another service error from Blue Valley. Puts the Huskies back up 6. Camry Wilforth will check in for the first time in the match. Cross-court serve and a service ace. Another one for the Huskies, that time from Jacqueline Elliott.
Had a little velocity on it. Right, hug that line again. Is it in? Is it out? Make me think about it as a passer.
Back-to-back service aces from Elliott.
I think we're seeing just a little bit of the first game jitter stuff happening on both sides, right? Serve and pass. It always comes down to serve and pass.
Blocked down at the net, and that time falling in play for the Tigers. Nice play at the tape. That was Fitzpatrick on the far side of the floor. Getting a kill is always a good feeling, but getting a block has to be right up there.
Yes, it is. It's so satisfying. Anyone who ever has played volleyball and been able to play front row knows it. You just shut a hitter down. It feels so good.
Fitzpatrick with back-to-back points for the Tigers. She's been a force in the middle.
And she continues to be a go-to girl for them. Absolutely. Every time she's gotten set, she's gotten a kill. Those are pretty good odds. We talk about that in volleyball, like feed the beast. Keep setting her the ball whenever you can get it to her. Let her work her magic.
Free ball for the Tigers. There's Fitzpatrick again. Make it 3 in a row. Trying to carry her squad closer here in set 2. Now trailing by 5.
I love that shot too that she just hit, right? She had the ball just kind of off body, thumb down, swing to left back. It's really hard to defend from that 3 ball.
And that one drops. Julia Workowicz going cross court.
Great swing by Workowicz, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. Melody Schratt with this beautiful set. Got her a one-on-one opportunity, gives her seams. So much easier to get a kill when you only have one person up against you.
Just like that, Tigers back within 4. Huskies set up the attack. Nice dig by Maxima. Joust out the net, and a net violation called on the Huskies. Now the Tigers on a 4-0 scoring run.
Set was just a little bit inside. Didn't give her a ton of space. She was trapped inside that block. That's a really hard play to make.
Good effort there near side from Jacqueline Elliott, but that's another service ace from Maxima. And just like that, the Tigers back within 2. Timeout Huskies.
It's certainly been a tale of pass and serve so far in this set. Lots of back and forth. Aggressive serving, service errors, passing out of system. Like, it's just a frustration for both coaches, for sure.
We've seen service aces left and right so far in the match from both sides. Madison Maxima ready and back to serve for the Tigers. Still looking for their first lead here in set 2. Set 1, the Tigers led all throughout. Huskies did have a 16-15 lead. That one off the tape and down, and it's back-to-back service aces for Maxima.
Not much you can do about that one. One of my least favorite rules in volleyball. When I was in high school, if it hit the net, it was a side out. It's a bummer to lose a game that way.
That one falls in for the Huskies. That ends the 6-0 scoring run from the Tigers.
Keeping a close eye on the net in this first match of the year. There's been quite a few net calls. Everybody's just eager to go get that block.
Manza to serve. Will set Workowicz. And Shrey into the net. It's back to a 3-point lead for the Huskies.
Take another look at that block. Beautiful job by Bella Miller there. Out of the middle, just reaching into that seam.
Back row attack, no touch. Point Huskies.
Maxima taking an aggressive swing. Just aired a little long.
That time the sub goes to Fitzpatrick, and nobody home for the Tigers.
Another one. I love the celebration by Camry Wilforth. That time she dove into the seam a little bit with Bella Miller for the block.
So Blue Valley got it back within one, and now a 4-0 scoring run from the Huskies. Deep serve. That one misses long. Service there from Manza. McGovern will check back in for the Tigers. That's who Blue Valley needs to get going if they want a chance here in set two.
That time, Workowicz's pass was handled beautifully by Emma Hager. Perfect pass from the 3-year varsity athlete.
Far side from McCarty, and the Huskies trying to close in on their first set win, and that forces Blue Valley into another timeout. Nancy, what adjustments have you liked from the Huskies? They've bounced back here in set two after dropping set one.
Yeah, they really have. They're doing a great job at the net, actually. They've had a lot of plays at the net, overpasses, they're blocking. They have 2 or 3 blocks in this set. But I think the biggest factor is they're passing better. They're passing in system, so they're able to run their offense, and they're getting crafty. They're tipping, they're hitting off hands, they're hitting deep corners. So I think they're just trying to keep Blue Valley on their toes, and they're doing a great job of that.
And on the other side for Blue Valley, what is Dave Johnson talking about in the huddle? What do they need to improve on if they want to battle back here in set two?
Unforced errors. They're struggling a little bit in service eve, and then when they do get a good pass, they're making, they're hitting the ball wide or long. They're kind of scoring some of the Huskies points for them. So let's make them earn their points. We say that a lot as a coach. Like, make them earn their points. If they're going to win, they better earn it. Right? We don't want to just give them points for free.
Here's McGovern near side, and that's down for the Tigers.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, right? Like, perfect pass, great set, great swing by Molly McGovern.
It's an easy game.
Yeah, we could just always pass in system.
Chance here for Haley Griffith, the libero for the Tigers. Another nice serve. It's handled by the Huskies. Nice pass to McGovern, and she gets it past the defense. Here's a look at that last play. Just squeezes it past the antenna. Head coach Molly Haggerty of the Huskies was thinking it was their point. It's going to stay with Blue Valley. That brings the Tigers back within 4. And they get the point right back. Huskies back up 5. Bella Mills back to serve. We've already seen a couple service aces from Mills here in set 2. They set in the middle and down from Talcott.
It's a great swing by Talcott. Right in that corner, kind of in the seam between the middle back and the left back. Super smart heads up play. Nice.
And a big swing from McCarty. And the Tigers running out of time here in set 2.
Just got right in that seam of the block. That's great vision, right? You see the hole, you hit the hole. They make your life easy.
There to say, caught the line. There's a nice pass there in the middle for Maximon.
That was a nasty shot. That cross court just cut shot it was just barely in, just hugged the line. Great swing by McGovern.
McGovern trying to serve the Tigers back here in set 2. Top spin serve handled by the Huskies, joust at the net. And a net violation on the Huskies. McGovern was a force from the service line late in set 1. She's looking to do the same in set 2. That time into the net. That'll send Reagan Becker back to serve for the Huskies. Quick point for the Tigers.
Maximuk is doing a great job over there on the right side, but that's a great set by Maldisha.
Gabby Johnson enters for the first time in the match, freshman for the Tigers.
I love this. This is Dave's daughter, Gabby. I coach Gabby in club, and she is just one of the spunkiest, most fun, sweet kids, and she just has a gnarly serve. I mean, it is. I'm so glad she got that first one in, because that's, I mean, this is nerve-wracking stuff. A freshman, your first varsity match, playing for your dad. So cool. I love that.
Huskies take their first timeout here in set number 2, with the Tigers now just trailing by 2. Blue Valley Northwest has led all throughout here in the second set. Blue Valley leading 1-0.
They're certainly keeping it exciting here, aren't they? Early in the morning for this early AM matchup. So timeouts are kind of a strategy. You have a young server, right, in the game. You call a timeout. You hope you kind of rattle her a little bit. We always hope for a miss serve after a timeout, but not today.
Free ball for the Tigers. They'll set up the attack. Diving save by the Huskies. And they'll come away with the point. Now leading by 3.
Another great play over there by Madison Maximuk. She's just doing a great job of keeping the ball in play, making smart decisions, keeping her team in it. I love it. Great serving by the freshman Gabby Johnson. It's a tough position to be put in. Just go in and serve. Nice pass. Boom.
Pass and kill from the Tigers.
Pass came off the hands of the platform of Ellie Ferguson, just a sophomore DS. Johnson said she's a very versatile player, but back to Maximook, who seems to just really be the go-to girl right now. Get her the ball. Feed the beast.
Now Maximook will serve. And a service ace brings Blue Valley back within one. Deep serve that time. It'll be a free ball for the Tigers and a chance to tie set 2 up at 23. And they'll do just that. 23 apiece here in set 2 and set point on the line.
That's a great swing. Julia Workowicz just tooling it off the block.
Big time play in the middle from Taylor Cutting.
I love the reaction from the girls on the court, and I love the reaction from their teammates in the stands even more. Everyone's so excited about that swing, and what a great swing it was, right in that corner. Impossible to defend.
So set point number 1 for Blue Valley Northwest. Manza back to serve. At 24.
I don't know if the cameras could pick it up, but as she was about to hit this ball, Johnson screams, "Give me a good swing." And there it is. I love it.
Miles Workowicz at the tape. And now Julia will be back to serve.
And who else would you want back there on the service line?
Just missing long, and it's set point number 2 for the Huskies.
Johnson just says, calm down, right back with the pass. First ball side out, we're still right in it.
Emma Hager to serve.
It's a great pass.
Chance for the Huskies to take set 2. Tigers look to keep the set alive. It's dug out by Hager.
Great dig by Hager.
Another opportunity for the Tigers. Back row attack. Hager's there again.
That's three digs in this.
And
this
the lefty,
rally.
Wilforth, finds the net, and we're tied at 25. So the Huskies had 2 opportunities there to end the set. And the Tigers held strong. And now Griffith will serve.
Great defense there by Hager in that last rally. Great pass by Manza.
And a nice setup in the middle for Reagan Becker. And now it's set point number 3 for the Huskies.
So Becker actually played for me last year at St. James. She moved. They had a big move for the family, and so they moved schools. And we miss her, but I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy to see her smiling and having so much fun out there and doing such a great job for the Huskies.
Joust at the net, and it's won by the Tigers. They've had their backs on their heels 3 times, and they've answered the call, and we're tied at 26.
Veteran setters rarely lose those jousts. They're just so good at it. It's like they're born with that skill.
There's McCarty blocked, and now Blue Valley will have set point. So the Tigers' first opportunity to take set 2. It's just their second lead in the set.
Dave said setter Melody Strauss, who's serving for them right now, has a great court IQ, and there's no wonder. She got a 36 on her ACT. Isn't that amazing? You don't hear that often. I love that. Smart and athletic. 36, that's dang near impossible. I love it.
They're not playing it through.
They won the first one.
Tigers win 26.
What a matchup. What an exciting game. Lots of back and forth, lots of really aggressive serving. Look to see great things from both of these teams as the season progresses.